Hey everyone, welcome to Pop and Polish. I'm Shannon, and in today's video, we are doing some super cute Valentine's Day nails. So this whole nail set was inspired by this photo of the cherry jeans, and I just thought those jeans were so cute, and I was like, wouldn't that make a cute nail if we did denim with cherries on the nail? So that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with the denim cherry nails and see where that takes us. So this is how I do my denim nails. I'm going to do 2 coats of my preferred blue. And to me, this is a really nice, like dark denim blue. This is my daughter's favorite color, by the way. I recently did a set of nails for her, and she chose to do pretty much exclusively that color. So as I've said in my previous videos, I don't recommend what products I'm using. I will show you, like I am right now, I'll show you what products I'm using, but I'm not gonna recommend them because I don't know the ingredients, I don't know the formulation. They're cheap products off of Temu, Shein, and Amazon, and they're fine for me to use because I'm just doing press-on nails for exclusively myself, like no one else. And again, they're just press-ons. I'm not even like doing them directly on my nails. So I feel comfortable using these products. So then I'm gonna put on a layer of milky white. And this just, to me, because right, like that alone doesn't look like denim. But if I put kind of a milky white over top, it just gives it that like faded denim effect to me. To me anyways. So I do a really thin layer. So that's a pretty thin layer right there. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of white, like regular white, and really just a tiny little bit. And I'm gonna do like those, like, what's the words? Guys, the brain fog is real lately. Some distressed denim. Using some white and an ombre brush. So let's do that little distress. So I take the tiniest amount on the edge of my ombre brush because I don't want it to look thick. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of distressed. And I'll do a little distress down here. There, I think that looks cute, or that looks good. There, I think that has a good denim effect. Let's cure it. So for the cherries, I'm gonna be using this cute little palette that I got off of Temu. And I'm gonna be using this red and these 2 greens for my cherries. And to make the cherries, I'm using a little dotting tool, but I think I'm gonna use a smaller one than that. I think this is a good size. That's a good size, I think. So I'm just putting tiny little dots. I'm trying to space them out cutely. Hopefully these aren't spaced too close together. I don't think I can fit one in there. Okay. Should I bring that all down a little bit? Do I like this or do I not? No, it's gonna be fine. It is what it is. Now we're using this really nice green. Bright green. Now we're using this bright green to add our stems. Cute. I wish I had brought this down a little bit. But you know what we'll do? We're gonna fake it. And maybe I'll just do... We're gonna pretend it's like a pattern. Let's fix that. Let's do that a little differently. The one time I don't put down a matte top coat, eh? Okay, I'm gonna try that again. I'm gonna try adding 2 more cherries down here and see how it works. Okay, love that. Love that, love that. Now I'm gonna add, oops, tiny little leaves, I think. Let's see if I can, if I left enough room. I know it looks like I'm doing the leaves on the same side, but it's just where I'm just putting it where there's room. Love that. What do you think? Okay, so I love how this turned out, so we're gonna add a top coat. How do you think this turned out compared to the inspo photo? I think it reads really well, and I love the cherries on denim. Love the cherries on denim. What do you think? Cherries on denim, tell me in the comments. Okay, let's get on to the next nail. This one is a 3D cherry nail, and it was inspired by this nail, or it was inspired by this nail set. So I'm starting with just a, like a jelly pink. And I'm gonna do 2 coats of this. Okay, so for this nail, it's going to be a 3D cherry. And I also wanna use a cat eye. I love the color of this cat eye. Came in a set, but I don't remember what the set was called, so that's not helpful to you. Okay, so let's draw our cherries. I'm gonna do 1 up and 1 down a little bit more, I think, because I don't exactly have room for them to be right beside each other. And we're gonna magnetize it before we do the second one so that they don't affect one another. And then I'm just going to flash cure it. And let's do this one. And again, we're gonna magnetize. I love cat eye gels. I just hope they never go out of style. They're so fun and so beautiful. And quickly do a flash cure before I do a full, actually, I'm gonna do the stem before I do my full cure, because that just makes sense. Nope, wrong one. This one, that's the one I was using. And we're just gonna do stems. Oh, so pretty. And a little leaf. I think that looks adorable. Love that. All right, now let's do a full cure. Actually, I'm gonna do a little bit of some accent color before I do the 3D part. Okay, let's just give it a little bit of dimension. With a little bit of a dark green here. Let's see. There, I like that. Give that another quick cure. Whilst I prepare 3D gel. So this is the 3D gel I'm using. Again, I got this off of Temu. Not recommending it, just showing you what I'm using. And I'm just gonna take the tiniest amount out and create 2 little balls. I'm gonna split that in 2 and make 2 little balls. Oh. I'm gonna try my best not to really use my finger, but I might a little bit. But you should never use gel or gel products with your bare skin. But do as I say, not as I do. I'm gonna do my best. Okay. And I'm just trying to soften it along the edges while keeping the round at the top. I don't want it to be too flat. Oops. Cute. All right, let's do the second one. Ooh, that looks a little big. Is that the same size? Let's see. Make it work is my motto. Make it work. What do you think? I think that looks really cute. Let's cure it. Pretty. I think that turned out really cute, so now let's give it a top coat. I don't want it to be too thick. That's a little too thick. Take a little bit of that top coat off. Okay, give that a full cure. Okay, I love how this turned out. Love, love, love. What do you think of the 3D cherry nail that I did? What do you think of the 3D cherry nail? Okay, 2 done. On to the next one. So this nail, the pinky nail, is going to be my cat eye stripe nail. So I'm going to use this red. I'm going to pat it on. I also like patting it on because it brings a little bit of texture to the nail. Where'd that blue come from? Oh, it's underneath. Okay, phew, it's not on my nail. Panicked for a second. I apologize if you can hear my husband. He's now on a phone call and he talks really loud, so we'll see. Oh, that red is so pretty. Oh, I love this red. Love that. Okay. I'm just gonna add a little bit more to my palette. All right, let's do our cat eye stripes. And I'm gonna magnetize it in between each one. Oh, love that. And then we cure. Next one. So how is everyone's day going? I'm not gonna lie, I'm super in a good mood, and I feel like I'm gonna be a good mood for all of 2026 because last week I managed to score BTS tickets, and I'm not gonna lie, that just made my life. Also, what do we think? Huh? I think that looks really good. Fun little addition to the set. Love that. But yeah, I got my BTS tickets, and I swear, getting tickets to your favorite artist is what cures depression. Like, it certainly is curing any seasonal depression I currently have. It is the cure. It makes me so happy. So I've just been on cloud 9 since like last Wednesday. I think tickets went on sale. That's when I got my tickets. And as of right now, life is so good. Granted, the concert's super far away. It's not till August, but that's perfectly fine. So that's one of the cool things that's going on in my life. Tell me something cool that's going on in yours. So this one is going to just be my heart nail, and I'm doing a background of a cat eye, doing the velvet effect. Oh, that looks so good. In other fun news, I also just purchased a walking pad because one of my goals for the 2026 is to walk more. And I do walk my dog and I like walking outside, but I also live in Canada. And 2 days ago, it was -30. Like minus 30. You don't go walking in -30. And honestly, I really don't go out walking in anything past -10. It's just too cold. And my dog doesn't like it either. And then I was thinking in the summer, it's the flip where it can be plus 30 or plus 35. And I'm also not walking in that. So I figured getting a walking pad was a great way to start a daily habit and not have to worry about the weather or using the weather as an excuse or anything like that not to walk. So those are my two fun things. I got BTS tickets and I got a walking pad. That's how my 2026 is going so far. How is your 2026 going so far? My spacing is like the one thing I really need to work on with my nail art. Spacing these things together, or spacing them apart, I guess. Holding my breath. I always hold my breath whenever I do like a little tiny little work. I mean, it's nails, it's all little work, but especially when I'm working like with cat eye or on top of cat eye like I am now, my lights are really create like an interesting glare against the cat eye and make it hard for me to see what I'm doing. Okay, is this exactly what I envisioned? No. Wonder if I should do it again and try to do them a little bit small. You know what? I'll either love or hate myself for doing this. But let's try slightly smaller hearts. Okay, we're gonna use the other side of that dotting tool. This was the one I used previously, and this is the one I'm gonna use now. Do this a little differently. Again, so hard to actually see what I'm doing right now. Okay, but I like this way better than the other ones. I think redoing it and starting again with the hearts was a good choice. Okay, that is way more what I wanted, so I'm really happy that I started again. Now let's give this a top coat. Okay, I think this turned out really well and goes in really well with the set. Okay, 4 nails done. How cute does that look so far? I love this nail set. Last nail, thumbnail, let's do it. I'm doing that jelly pink again. And this is my Love Myself nail. Because as RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love someone else? And of course, I'm gonna do 2 layers of this. Okay, so I find it easier to do writing on a matte coat or on a matte surface, so I'm gonna matte top coat this so it's easier to write. There, okay. Using the same red I've been using this whole time, I am going to write, love myself. Nope. S's are so hard to do. All right, let's try this again. The S. Let's just fix up the bottom of that F there. Cute. And then I'm gonna cure that. I'm gonna do little hearts on this other side of the my. I love how this set is turning out. I think it's such a fun, cute Valentine's Day set. And lastly, a top coat. Love myself. Love this. And I think this fits in really well with the whole set. Tell me, what do you think of this Valentine's Day set? What do you think of the cherry set? Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe. We do fun nail art here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.